Has your relationship been okay throughout?
No.
Everyone sees the views.
Probably one of the worst things we ever made.
No one sees the fallout.
He'd come down and he wouldn't want to speak to me. So many people are so quick to just like jump on you for anything.
And I think that's what you were, and that's why we're there.
2 brothers, 1 house, 1
I think
dream.
it was because we were having struggles financially.
People think we earn more than we do. When you spiral, if nothing else is coming in, you go, well, what's going on? What do I do?
But what does it take to want more?
Has it ever got to the point where you've like completely just considered quitting, throwing it in the bin, starting fresh?
I was just thinking, how far close do you
Probably
want?
quite close to it.
Really? I talk
Not
loud,
super
though.
close, but just like there.
Okay,
at
I
least.
talk really
Not like-
loud.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to tell him that.
After the live volume. Welcome to the pod, guys.
Thank
This
you
is
for
fun,
having
isn't
us.
it?
Mate, this is mental. First proper podcast, other
This
than
is
our
your-
own.
With me as well.
Yeah, with you.
Yeah,
Honoured,
I'm
mate.
honoured.
Yeah.
I'm honoured.
Honoured.
as
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you
honoured
for
to be
inviting
in my
us.
presence right now.
Not sure honoured is the honoured. So, after seeing your goal swing recently, I don't think I could ever say I'm honoured to be anywhere near you. But yeah.
I mean, Mikey is the better golfer out of both of you, let's be honest here.
It's clear.
It's
2
clear.
challenges, I've won both. So.
You have.
He's
He's
so
fuming.
about your
Mate, both
He's
of
so
them.
angry.
But I was quite like, what's not accountable? What's the word when it was like, oh, he actually like, I agreed that you'd do it beforehand.
Yeah, but you were just saying it's luck.
It is.
I mean, the video hasn't gone live yet, so
Yeah, true.
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
One has.
One has.
hasn't. Yeah.
Okay.
The golf video has not. The long form golf.
Yeah.
Video.
Yeah, okay. Put it this way. Mikey did smoke you.
Yes.
Is it too early to just like walk out?
First podcast and last podcast.
You don't just get those clips online where it's like AugeyBoyz walks out of podcast. I'm just like, God.
We can carry on. We've still got
Logan
another
Paul
hour.
had that recently,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah. Literally
he
walked
was-
out. He's
yeah.
drunk.
Was drunk.
Are you drunk?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Well, it's meant to be a free bar later. So
Okay.
I
Christmas
haven't
season.
really drunk.
What's
for a
in
while.
there then?
Just
Looks
drink.
a bit milky, that does,
No,
mate,
No, I
compared
think
to
it's just,
mine.
must
Yeah.
just be
What is
water.
that?
Must just be
What's
water, I
that?
think.
Must
I think
just be
it's just, he's such a sticker.
Well, it wouldn't be me. It'll be one of someone else that, like, stitches you up.
To be fair, it depends when this podcast goes live. I might be able to.
I think it's going to
so-
go in January, so yeah.
This is Tenzing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You might have
just
to
in
bleep
case.
that.
Yeah, that's how the deal, yeah.
Be ready to bleep it. Yeah, so good.
It's
Sponsor
mad
us.
though. You guys have literally got like sponsorships from huge brands now.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
The
yeah.
YouTube come up story has been like wild. No, I mean I'm genuinely like so interested. Right.
I think I don't know. I don't really classify ourselves as YouTubers.
Okay.
Like because it's like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. It's like all of it.
all of it.
So I just sort of see like, what did you say? Like,
What do you call yourselves
entertainer,
then?
kind of?
Entertainer. What,
A
like a clown
comedian.
or something?
Yeah, but
Yeah, a massive clown.
I say content creator, but I'm like, oh, some people think that's more of like on the OF side. Of things. I
OnlyFans, and
think,
then with
yeah.
brothers, that would be.
That's
bit
what I mean.
weird,
So I just say-
unique but weird.
I just say we make videos, post it online, and people like it.
What do you say to like older people who ask?
Or I just avoid the long conversation. Just go, I do social media. If you know what that is.
I do social media.
I'm not
I
gonna
do
lie. I
Instagram.
always flex we've had 3.5 billion views because
Wow.
then people kind of like because I think because we're not like super recognizable as in like you'll be like, oh, that's the guy from that video
Yeah.
because we're always in characters or whatever.
So people
But-
know you're serious.
Yeah, so like when someone asks you a question and then when you say, oh, I'm a content creator, I do like social media, so I feel like everyone's initial view is like, yeah, okay, mate, you've got like 5,000 followers or
Or
whatever.
like you're like taking photos at the local bakery.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
vibe.
like it's a side quest, like you're trying it, and not to be arrogant, but like we've got 3.5 billion views, so it's like I'm like I kind of like be like, no, this is
That's
like
your
what
selling
we
point
do,
for
this
us.
is how we do it, and this is what we
Yeah.
sell, and you've got to be proud of what you do, don't you?
Sure. So 3.5 billion views,
At
3.5
least, at
billion
least.
in the bank account.
Yeah,
Done. Sorted.
I wish.
in the bank account. I'm not sure. That's about it.
Next question. Next question.
next
More?
question.
Is it more? Wow, these guys are
no.
earning dollars.
No, I don't think we probably earn as much as people expect. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I always say because there's 2 of us, and most creators.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's the groups of creators, but most of them are one person, so they get.
Okay.
we have to split it
they
all
get
50-50.
double.
Do you split
don't
it
we?
50-50?
Always,
You like
yeah.
Coldplay?
Yeah.
They
Is that
split
it?
it. They
Is
split
it?
it 25%.
Oh,
yeah.
Even Chris
Imagine-
Martin.
Chris Martin. I know,
Imagine being
wow.
a drummer of Coldplay.
Yeah.
You earn all that money, and then
You're
just,
the better golfer, mate. You should be earning 75%.
Hold on.
at least
Chris
here.
Martin gives away the same rate as the others.
It's legit, yeah.
Isn't he
That's
the
what they're
writer as
famous
well?
for. He's like everything, yeah. But he's just
That's
a
not
nice
fair.
guy.
Yeah.
There's being a nice guy and there's also being a muppet. No offense, Chris Martin, but
called Chris Martin a muppet.
no, but that is in it. Like, come on.
A bit like you, Mikey. You're just a nice guy, giving
Thank
your
you very
brother
much.
50%.
Yeah, exactly.
Mate. Do you know
I
what
could,
I mean?
you know.
We're gonna carry on this narrative the whole pod.
This is one of those
No,
things.
no.
I just get bullied. I feel like I've got that personality where it just happens.
You take it well, to be fair.
and then you give it out well as well.
You know,
Yeah,
I can give it out. Yeah,
Exactly.
No
Yeah,
problems, Ginger.
We've all
See, I didn't even,
Wow.
I wasn't even involved.
No, yeah, it's fine.
Straight up,
Yeah,
Ginger.
man, straight up.
How did you actually start YouTube though? Because like you were talking then about people asking you like when like are you serious or not? Like you're talking about how many billion streams, but like you were there at that point, right? You were doing it on the side. Like how does you actually start a YouTube channel?
Well, I mean, like I say, it did actually start as TikTok just alone, didn't it? Like we knew bugger all about it, didn't we? The story is that lockdown just happened, or was just about to happen. You was at uni, weren't you?
Yeah.
And I saw TikTok coming up as this app, and I was that guy that was like, I ain't downloading that. It's just like a bunch of people
me too,
dancing.
me too.
Not there's anything
No,
wrong with dancing, but there was
yeah.
just like a bunch of people dancing. I was like, oh, that's not for me. And then I was just like,
The irony of that.
yeah, the irony of it right now is crazy. And I was like, okay, like I don't know what I did. I must have just downloaded it for some reason. I don't know why. And then I just watched a couple of videos, and I was like, oh, it's not just like people dancing and like.
Yeah.
To like cringy stuff and all that, and I was like, there was like a few comedy sketches, and then I text you, and I wish we still got the text somewhere. I hope we do. Do you have the text
Must
message?
be
I
on
don't
old
think so.
iPhone.
It
No, but
might be somewhere.
I just text something along the lines of like, yo, do you want to make some stupid videos on TikTok?
Yeah.
And he literally just don't even bat an eyelid. He was just like, yeah, all right, cool. And I think I did it, to be honest. I don't think I've ever said this to you. I think I did it because I didn't have the bollocks to do it on my own.
Oh no,
So
I,
was just
wouldn't
like-
have. Yeah.
So I was just like,
No,
oh,
cheers.
do you want to do it with me? And
Is
he
it
did.
not? I mean, it's a pretty frank question, but is it not embarrassing at the very start?
Yeah.
I honestly thought that when you first said it, I was like, yeah, but then I thought because we're going home for lockdown, no one's going to see us, no one's going to talk to us, and if they say anything, we're all stuck at home. Don't know how long for. I was like,
Someone
probably
a
the
bit fun.
perfect time to do it because
Yeah.
I think we when we were younger, we dabbled in doing like the weirdest YouTube. We made like a YouTube video where it's like Mikey has a friend round, and we were in a little shed in our garden.
All right, I gotta
It was-
see this. You
I
gotta
don't think
send
it's.
me this.
I don't even think it's
Certainly
online
don't.
anymore.
You don't
You can't say-
I think
must
we
be on a
deleted
listed
it.
somewhere.
I think we deleted it because we were so like, oh my god. But this was like when we were like 10.
I've got a YouTube video of me doing skill trick shots with two of my mates in the back garden. Like, well, we thought they would look good and like do perfect, but like, and I mean they are bad.
Yeah, but that's part of the story, though.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
people want to see. You've got to release them.
No, they're online.
Oh, you're
those
online.
ones are. Those yours are.
Yeah, I
don't know
sent them
about
to
mine.
one of my mates I hadn't spoke to in like 10 years. I sent him just like a random WhatsApp message, and I was like, "Yo, have you seen this video?" And he was like, "Oh my god, there's like
Where are they
squeaky
on
voices."
then? Like Bebo or something. Like,
No, it's on YouTube. No, it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know what my account is. I can't remember. I don't know if it was called.
Wasn't
like,
it a mix of both your names or something?
I think we were really smart, and we just called it like Chaz and Ellis or something.
Yeah,
It was, like,
really.
a bit-
Is there anything that's going to get you cancelled?
At 10 years old, yeah, maybe.
my
cancelled for
squeaky
10
voice, mate, is awful. My terrible trim. To be fair, that was-
Well, that's
yeah,
a change.
changed. Yeah, there we go. I said it as well. I literally said it. They're so predictable, both of them.
You set us up for that so much.
But no,
and then you just started creating videos, and then just one video after the other, and then.
no, it was a little bit more than that. It was basically we had an agreement because you never did gym workouts. I know that's a bit of a tangent. But you never did gym workouts,
Yeah.
and I. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, I'm joking. Sorry, that's so
Yeah,
cringe.
If
Like,
anyone's
yeah.
listening, he just flexed his bicep. if you're only
sorry.
listening.
I'm talking to this camera like he's my mate as well.
Yeah, hello, camera.
But yeah, no, I've always sort of worked out since I was like, I don't know, like 18, 19, 29 now.
Have
That's,
you?
that's a long time. Yeah, thanks, guys. And he basically has never worked out, and I've just dropped my phone. And he was like, oh, in lockdown, he was like, oh, I'll just do them with you.
Yeah.
So we were just doing one workout a day together, like a home workout. And then at the same time, we were like, right, if we do one home workout after every time we do it, we'll do one. Like we'll make one video, but I mean, one video could have meant anything. Like it could have, it could have been like.
Honestly, if you go over to TikTok, I've seen on desktop, you can go to like the oldest videos.
Oh, okay.
They're all still there.
Are they?
So
Yeah,
the
we
very
haven't
start,
deleted
Good for you, though.
our
That's part of the
first,
story.
I saw our first video. It was if
Sorry.
you've ever watched Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart.
Great.
there's
No,
like
that's not our first.
No, it's one of the first on TikTok
Oh,
because
okay,
the
yeah.
first was on Instagram,
Yeah.
and that was that was a Johnny English one,
Yeah.
the toothbrush scene, and we recreated them like trying to mime the lip sync and then do it.
No, they're not
They're
terrible.
not bad, but that's where we started.
Mate,
And that was our first video.
There's content creators out there now that are as bad as that.
Who?
No
Chaz?
names.
Who?
I'm just
go on,
saying.
who?
No. But as in there is. Let's be honest. But no. Did you ever watch Johnny English?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Do you remember the
classic.
toothbrush scene when he puts the
It's
CD
got
in
the
and he's
ABBA
like dun
song.
dun dun dun
Yeah,
dun,
that's it.
and then he's
Oh, right,
like
yeah.
dancing with the toothbrush. He's like, "You're so hot, teasing."
So we
me."
thought, yeah.
No, sorry, I don't know it. Carry on.
I'm busy. Yeah, literally, we just did it, and it's a terrible edit. Like, but it was just our first video, and we couldn't put it live on TikTok. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Because of the copyright on the ABBA
Okay.
music.
Yeah.
So it just went on Instagram, and I think probably if you went on Instagram, it would still be.
So
at
we
the
haven't
bottom.
deleted anything.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
All our old stuff.
Well,
And
we're
then
going to overlay it on this video then.
Oh, you can if
mate,
you
you
want.
can do.
But no, honestly, I don't mind. And then we just sort of like kept spiraling, and we were like, right, just make one video per day. It doesn't matter. There was no standards at this point. Was
One
there?
video a day. Just
like
get it
anything.
up.
Yeah.
Like, there was one video
Yeah.
where it was like most people only see one person in this video, and it's me and Mikey stood next to each other, and I'm in John Cena gear, and he's in just normal gear.
Well,
And
old school hip hop John Cena.
no, like I had it for. I went to Halloween as John Cena, and I was just like, "Fuck it, let's this will get views." And obviously, it didn't really get views, but like, and it was anything. And then we fell into. Well, I say fell into. Do you know the Inspired Unemployed, 2 Australian geezers?
Okay, no, I don't know those.
So they were like legit for me, my inspiration, weren't they? I used to always like bring them up, and they would like.
Inspired Unemployed
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
inspiration idols.
No, literally, they were my inspiration. And then they were just doing like random sketches about, they could be anything. And then they were doing like a couple random one when they were like dancing together to like music, and like it was just weird, funny ones. And they did the Blinding Lights one. Do you remember the
Yeah,
trend?
the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I think I've got a video on TikTok.
So didn't you
of
say
that.
earlier about not downloading TikTok because like a dancey thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. No, I did. And then literally they did that video, and I was like, okay, like I like what they're doing. And then we
Yeah.
did, Cool on Me, the song.
Call me.
Oh, yeah.
That
one.
song.
Yeah. No,
So we did a recreation of
Mate.
you seen the music video?
Yeah.
So we
I've seen
did
the video.
we did a weird sort of.
Just weird, yeah.
You were the
Most of it is
dancer. I was
weird.
getting woken
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
by the dancer.
Did you guys do like drama at school?
Yeah, I got an A star in my practical.
I
Yeah.
can see.
I,
why.
yeah.
No.
No, we both did, to be fair. We both
What
did
did you
at
get in your
GCSE.
practical?
Just,
No, what did you get?
Oh,
Just out
I
of
got an
curiosity.
A,
No,
I
I'm
got
just
an A.
asking.
No, I got
A.
a B, I
A.
think. I actually didn't do well. I don't think I did.
I got B overall, but that's because the written bit.
Yeah, cool. Next. Cool.
And was that your biggest video at that point? Was that like the
Yeah,
point where it like started to
no,
spike?
it wasn't. I was checking this.
Oh, no, it wasn't,
We had a
yeah.
tic-tac-toe video. We played football tic-tac-toe
Okay.
in the
yeah,
garden. And then it was like, we would keep you up. Obviously, tic-tac-toe, you all know how to play tic-tac-toe, I hope. But yeah, we were doing that. And then Chaz cheated in the game, but he actually won.
It's not called tic tac toe. We don't know it as tic tac toe.
Noughts
do
and
we?
crosses.
Noughts and crosses.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. But yeah, so we did that, and that got like 500,000 views, I think.
Really?
And that was our first like.
But it was
And
like-
that was
oh
a
my God.
football one, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a sketch or anything.
No.
It was just literally playing each other. Keep you up, tic tac. Well, what's it called? Noughts and
Noughts and
crosses.
crosses, yeah.
And they've got loads of views. But then we fell into that Call on Me sketch. Made it. We're like, oh, this is weird. People liked it. Got like 100-something thousand views in there, and we were like, oh, let's just go off that. People obviously like weirdness and comedy
They
sketches.
do,
And
yeah.
we did the same one. What's the song off Eurovision? The Icelandic guys. Do you remember?
Think about things. It's
Thinking about things. You ever heard that? You would have heard it. I can't remember how it goes.
No, babe. I don't know what
Go
it
on.
is.
Go on.
I don't need to know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it is. I think about things. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just bounces off like
Yeah.
that. And we did another video to that where there was loads of hip thrusts involved in the dancing.
Yeah.
And that did the same, but like another 100,000 views on top of
Yeah.
it. So it was like 250,000. And we were like, okay, people like sketches, like weirdness, comedy. And then we fell into VAR in school.
Yeah.
And I say
know.
fell into because I don't know who wrote that.
Don't remember.
I'm gonna say probably me.
Probably.
No, don't know why. That's just,
So was this a video? You
So
said?
this was a video called VAR in school, and it was a video of me and Mikey, and I threw a piece of paper at the teacher, and then the teacher was like, turned around like, oh my God, who was that?
Okay.
And then I'm like, oh my God, don't know, it's probably him. Like it was him, whatever.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the worst transition ever happened, where the teacher suddenly turned into a football referee.
Yeah.
But they were like, we didn't even transition. It was just like, oh hello,
Just like a hard shot.
yeah,
hard
like
clip,
a hard, like horrible transition. Like if I looked at it now, I'd be like, oh. And then it was just like looking at the VAR, and it was like, oh, could clearly see it was me who threw it,
Right.
but then said no, it was him.
Yeah.
So we were basically taking the piss out of how bad VAR was in football,
Yeah. Okay.
and it got 1 million views.
Wow.
And we
So
were like,
there's no like. It seems to me like you're thinking about it. You obviously like you can tell like some content's like funny or it's a bit of football, but there's no like secret sauce to getting 1 million views, right?
No, I think from what I looked at.
initially no, yeah.
Well, answering these questions, I had to like look back at the start of my videos. It's like, okay, what did we do?
Yeah.
What kind of vibe did we go for? But at the start, we just tried everything, and then obviously we like Chad said, like we had a few that were sketches that did a bit better. Like the Noughts and Cross one was Football Fiends, that did all right. So you're like, okay, do we? I don't think we thought like this, like combining them, but looking back, oh, okay, they both worked together, and then the VAR in classrooms, it worked, and then. you kind of just fall into it. You start doing more of that niche, and then you start doing okay, and you kind of like find your style a bit more, and you're like
yeah, and then
okay.
people know you for who you are, right? And this is the thing, it's like when people go to like any TikTok page or any YouTube page, they either like press the follow button or the subscribe for predictability because they want more of like that same thing.
Yeah,
and that's all you're looking for really, is like your niche, right?
Yeah, I think we fell into that with the football. There was people making like football comedy sketch out there, but I don't think they were quite as weird and like out there. No, but as in like, no, but I think people, a lot of people play it very safe and like not taking jokes. And in the comedy world, like you have to take a few risks, obviously as well, and that makes people laugh. And it's sort of like the way you chat to people on like a WhatsApp group chat. We were trying to sort of like have actual proper jokes that, I don't know, how Maguire and I don't know, Ronaldo would actually act with each other behind the scenes. Obviously, you exaggerate it more, but like, I think there was a scene where like Maguire and Ronaldo like hated each other. I can't remember the exact scene, but it's like, let's actually recreate that scene of like how we'd sort of like to see it.
Okay.
So if Maguire's done something terrible in a football game,
and
Ronaldo's fuming at him, obviously on camera, in real life, Ronaldo's going to be like, oh, well, we all make mistakes, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But we're going to make it behind the scenes of like, no,
locker
Maguire, you're a fucking slabhead swat, mate. Like we hate you. Like, and it was like, get to the point and be out there. And then I think, like I say, once you just be consistent with it and you sort of, okay, people like that, then we just, I don't know, how many videos, we were doing loads at one point, weren't we?
How many videos have you done to this date, do you know?
I think around 700.
I was going to say over 600, yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot in it.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys have shot them all, wrote them all, edited them all.
Mostly
might have had help.
There was a time when we had editors for about a year. Or
maybe a year, yeah.
Less than a year, and they did all our editing. It was just,
but we still scripted them all and like filmed them all. Like we've never had like people in to film or anything.
Do you ever think that you'll get to the point where you'll just be filming, you'll have writers, you'll have editors? Is that like the dream?
That is, yeah.
That's the dream. And as you might know already, on the golf stuff, we brought in a very good team to help us on the golf.
I've heard
stuff
they're amazing.
Well,
that
so,
team.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
The best in YouTube.
I'm yet to see.
Yeah, so we're waiting to see it.
Nothing to me, mate.
Can I say that? Can I give them context to what that is?
Give them context. Of course you can.
So obviously Stokely, Trendy Grandad, we're working with them on a production for golf content. So fingers crossed.
exciting.
Actually, it comes out similar time to this probably if this is going live in January. So fingers crossed at the end of the month.
Yeah. This will get more views, obviously.
Well, if it does, mate, it's good promotion for it. It's good promotion for either.
Yeah, true, actually.
So when's like the pinnacle point when you're like a creator, you've started creating content, you're posting like every day, and then I don't know, you might have like a full-time job or a part-time job. Like when's that pinnacle point where you go, do you know what? Fuck it, gonna quit the job. I'm gonna go balls to the wall with this.
Go on, say what you did.
Go on.
What job did you quit?
What job did you quit? Go on.
Nothing.
No. So I was at uni.
Inspired unemployed, was he?
No, go on.
Because we were obviously. I came back from uni during COVID lockdown. I went back in. That was March. I went back to uni in September. So we had started doing this in that March to September gap.
Yeah.
And we were doing it, and so I went back. Chaz, you started like.
I filmed on my own for a bit.
You filmed on your own for a little bit, and then there was a point when I was in uni in my bedroom, and we had a meeting with a brand, and I was like, "This is my first thing." I was like, "I'm at uni studying," and I was like, "Oh my god, we got a meeting with a brand. Like they want to work with us." And it's like at that point we were like, "There's money in this," and this was like early kind of.
It wasn't even money at this point. It was pennies as well.
Okay.
Like.
Yeah, but it was.
But it was like it showed us that there's something you could do
here.
Yeah.
So is Mikey telling me that he's never had a job?
Yes.
No.
Pretty much. No, but like you never had a full-time job.
That's fine.
No, I've had a.
No, you haven't. You've worked full-time as in like coaching, like in summers, but you've never had a full-time job.
I've had a full-time job for 6 months. No,
I
worked at Greg's for 6 months.
Have you worked at Greg's?
It wasn't full-time, was it?
That was full-time for 6 months.
9 to 5.
Yeah. Well, as in like you work like 40 hours a week. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That sounds so unbelievable.
No, I was at
Which Greg's?
One in my hometown. I'm not going to disclose
Were you at full-time? Why? When was this?
During my gap year when I was 17, 18.
What was I? Where was I?
I don't know. You don't know my life. I don't know everything you do.
Maybe he did. Yeah, I don't know.
But it's not as like a 9 to 5 like the usual.
What?
He got the timing was really, really good. As in, like when he finished uni, it was literally at the time where we went full time with it. And one of the reasons why we went full time is I literally just hounded a brand, like as in like I won't name who they are, but like they probably I'm sure our fans could put 2 and 2 together. Like, but I literally was like messaging the guy who works for them. And I was like, he was like interested in working with us anyway. And I was just messaging him, and he was just like, "Oh, I can't do the price you're asking for." And I was just kept messaging him, and eventually he was like, "Right, I can do this with this bonus." And I just messaged you, I think, or told you, and I was like, "We got this," and it wasn't like silly money or anything, but it was enough for us to be like, "Okay, now you can go from like just doing this in your spare time to doing this like all day, and then once you can do it all day, then you can, you can make more videos and more."
And was the
content.
bonus based on like how many views you got for that video? If you got a certain amount of views, or what was the bonus?
I can't actually remember. I legit don't remember. It was probably something like that, something to do with views. But it was a really I think he just did it so he could basically say to his people above him, like, can we give him this much money? It was really obtainable, and we got it.
And is that how you get sponsorship deals? Like, is that how it happens when you first start? Is it like really? It sounds like, to me, it's like pretty scrappy from the start, right? It's like reaching out to brands, trying to get brands to work with you, like trying to get brands to see you. I mean, I know you're putting out content, and ideally you just want them to message you, right? And it's done, deal's done. But like, what is the process like of actually getting a brand to sponsor you?
I don't know. I think it varies, doesn't it? At the start, it's a bit scrappy, as in like it depends on how big you are. Because at the start, I think I was trying to get us full time before maybe we we're getting brands to approach us to be full time. Right, so I just hounded this guy for this brand, and I was like, "No, mate, no." And well, he's not really a poor bloke when we got the amount of followers, the amount of followers we obtained this channel. But yeah, and I just hounded him, and we got that. And then off that, we sort of, what did we have for representation? Because you usually get like an agency to represent you, and then they have all their contacts, and they can be like, right, here's this brand. But at the start, we didn't have anyone, so it was all just emails to whatever our account was. I can't remember. Like, I think we had. I don't think we even had our email address on our thing. I think someone was trying to approach us, and we couldn't even. Really? So maybe we could have got more brand deals at the start.
Yeah, I think maybe putting your contact details.
It's all a learning curve, isn't it? Like, we didn't know. We knew
nothing.
So
you just want to create content, right?
Exactly. I remember there was one where we got a message somehow being like, "Oh, here's a bit of money to put behind your video, like a music, like a song or something." And you were looking at me like, "Well, you can do that? Oh, that's another way to." Oh my god! And then you're just trying to find out what's the next step. And
all different ways to make money.
Oh my god, there's so many, but it's just. What's the best way? What's the best route to go down?
Have you ever said no to a brand deal before?
Yeah.
Really? Why? I mean, it seems mad, right? So there's some content creators out the minute who are like trying to build their audience, and they'll do anything to get any brand deal. You guys are at the point where like you're saying no to a brand deal. What's the reason why you'd say no?
I mean, I think, well, I think both we probably agree on this. Like, we always want to do something that doesn't take away from our like creative freedom and stuff. Like, we will happily work with a brand and do what they want if it's like we agree upon that beforehand. But when someone approaches you that you don't align with at all, and it's like certain things like that, like it's happened before, and we just think it probably won't look good on us, and we don't want to look bad, but we're just thinking it's not all about money in terms of like that it's being sufficient and sustainable. But some brands, as you say, some creators take brand deals just because it's easy, but
they just want the money.
But if it's not going to look good on your channel, like we don't want to force it, and it's just. I know when times are desperate, some people I can understand you might want to do that, but as a whole, like we just think we want to work with people, and then you also got to think long term, like with that brand or whoever it is, can we partner with them? Because we're always looking for like long term partnerships. That's what's going to help us security wise. So.
Yeah, and I guess that audience that you have built, like they're your fans. You've got to look after them at the end of the day. Like you don't want to be selling them like any old jargon. Do you know what I mean? Like you want to be like genuinely interested in the brand and the partnership and who you're working with.
I think fortunately we've got in a position where we've worked with like loads of sport brands that kind of did just fit. Do you know what I mean? So like obviously being in football, it's like you could think of the brands off the top of your head, and it's like
loads.
It was just like it sounds a bit arrogant. I don't mean it to be, but like most big sports brands at one point we'd worked with, didn't we? It was like you name it, and we were like, oh, okay, so that's it. And there was a point, and it was so weird. And I don't want to say the brand because I don't want to really put any brands out there. But there was one when I was like, oh, I'd love to work with them, and it was the weirdest thing. On like a Friday, I checked my emails, and they'd emailed us like, oh, can we speak to you about something? And I was like, the football boots. That would basically tell you.
Okay.
Let's give it away.
He's
basically saying, "Do you want more money?"
And I was just like, and then, but this is still. I remember they approached us and they were like, "Oh, this is this," and I remember like, "Oh, we actually just been approached by another brand at the same time." And then so I was like saying that to them. I was like, "Oh, we've just been approached by another brand. Can we work with them both?" And we didn't really know anything about like exclusivity or anything.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So we're kind of like having these two brands, and then I'll tell you off camera, they're pretty big brands. Okay. They're pretty big brands.
So these big scary contracts, are these like coming your way, and you're having to read all these contracts, and there's like fine print, and there's like exclusivity deals and NDAs and things you can't say, like. How do you navigate that?
You don't really. Like as in you do, but you don't.
ChatGPT.
Wait,
Now that would be a
Now,
great
at
tool.
the start, I think I literally, I was to be fair, I'm going to give myself some credit. I was quite vigilant. I read through everything, didn't I?
I think at the start, because it's all new to you. Like, oh God, I need to read this. But obviously, when you get the next step and you get the management and with you the agency, they obviously go through it, and you got another side being like, oh, how does it look? Look all right? Yeah, it's cool. It's just the same. But we always read like the main bits of it, just because there's sometimes the wording of it, you're like, oh, could they get us later on?
What does that mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because in the music industry, like the contracts that the agents and the publishing companies have with the musicians is like absolutely fucked. Like
they got all the money,
own them
don't
and
they?
stuff.
Yeah.
We look at like Taylor Swift and like all the music wasn't even owned by her, and she wrote it all. It's mental, isn't it? You got to be careful, right?
Well, I think so. I think to be fair, the most times we've had it, like the brands have always been quite good, as in like it's always quite flexible. There's always a contract, but it's like if either side of them is like needing to make a little change, no one's really like super like you cannot do that sort of thing. But no, I mean no real issues really on our side, is there?
Not yet.
Sorry, I don't want to jinx it. Yeah, jeez.
And then you're creating loads of content. You're by yourselves. You're suddenly getting money. You're suddenly getting brands like on the door, and then it's like, right, it's time for an agent. When do you know it's time for an agent?
I mean, I don't think you do. Again, it was so new to us, wasn't it? Like we did not. I'll be honest with you, we did not know what we were doing.
Most people don't though.
No, but like in hindsight, if we look back, like I think we would have navigated it very differently.
I still think we don't know what we're doing now.
In business, in golf, like you know.
No, but honestly, we were represented by. We met someone in a brand deal, and she really liked us, and she was like, "Oh, I'd love to represent you boys," and she didn't actually run her own agency or anything.
Okay.
And so she just sort of like represented us, her and her husband, for maybe 6 months.
Did you meet this woman?
Yeah.
No, she's very like clever woman in the industry.
She's a producer and stuff
like
that.
she liked us. She liked what we did, and she was like, "Oh, I might represent you." So I just sort of went to her and I was like asking her for advice, and then it just got to a point, and I was just like, "Do you want to just?" I kept asking her for advice anyway, so I was like, "Do you want to just represent us for a bit?" And then she represented us for a little bit, and to be fair, she done all right actually, didn't she?
Yeah, nice.
But we just moved away because afterwards it was a point where it wasn't a full-time job. Do you know what I mean? So we were represented by an agency where it was like they do it full-time. So
has it always worked out well with agencies though?
No.
Oh, I've hit a nerve on that one.
Oh, mate, absolutely not.
Has it not?
No. I mean, I'll be deadly honest. I'm not. I don't
I'll let
mind.
you take this one. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, go on, Mikey. No, you take this one.
No, I think we've just had like, I think there's a bit of, you know, what we believe in ourselves so much. So like anything that starts to like, let's say the trajectory, you start to go down a bit. You think, okay, whose fault is it? Is it ours? Is it theirs? And I think it's looking back. Some of it's probably the agency's fault. Some of it's probably ours. But you think, okay, there's agencies you're like, you can see what they were doing, what they're starting to do, and what the route they're going. We're not going to work with them, so we need to go to the next one.
Part ways.
Yeah, and we went with one who were completely. I'm not going to name names, obviously, but not for us at all, and just a completely different like. They were there to churn brand deals and do that stuff. Not
so they're all about the money.
Yeah,
and
not to actually help you.
Sure.
So
support you and grow you.
Why
did it go sour then?
Well, I'm quite to the point as a character as well. Like, as you probably know already. Like,
No, not at all, mate.
No, but as in, I've got like an expectation. I think you've got to like. I consider us like high performers as well. Like, we want to achieve things to a high level, and that's how we've got to where we're at. And it's like, so if we've got a team or people around us, like they also need to be performing at a level that we accept.
Yeah.
And I think this agency in particular just basically would get a brand would come in, they'd get given X budget and be like, here's X budget, you need to get X amount of creators on board, no matter who they are, just get them on, we don't care.
It's like create a factory or something.
And it was just come to us, and it was almost like, here's the fee, here's this, that's it. Like, you want it, yes or no? And it's like, it doesn't actually really work like that. It's kind of like they should really be negotiating it for you. It should be different for each different creator. And the vibe just didn't feel good. And I just didn't really get on with them. I remember sending a voice note, right? So we're very detailed in how we send over our, like, if we have a brand deal.
Your voice notes.
Yeah. No, but as in, like, if a brand comes to us and asks us for a video, and they're like, this is what you've got to do, we'll send them a script.
Okay.
And then I used to send them a voice note with it to explain and run through the script. So basically, when they say, okay, we're happy with that idea, and then we send them the video, there's less back and forth. It's just quicker to the point. Anyway, I did send this voice note, which was a bit too long. I think it ended up being 13-minute voice note.
13 minutes.
But wait. But it was explained.
That's an audio book.
It was talking through the script.
No, I know.
And I remember this agency using it against me when I was like saying to them, you need to perform better. They were like, you like send us like a massive voice note, and I'm like, but yeah, to help everyone.
Yeah.
I'm doing it to help.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we just want to support. We want to put people around us that are going to help put us to a high level.
Sure.
And I think it's very easy to just, like, I don't know. It's a very touchy subject, agencies, isn't it? It's very it's very hard to say exactly what you want to say.
How do you know that you're not going to work with a sour agency? Like, what signs should you be looking at for if you're a creator?
I think that's hard. I think
very tough.
Really?
I think we're not very good at, like, we've hired an editor before, and he was the first editor we interviewed, for example, and hired him.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't even give a chance for other stuff. So I think we're quite learning still. We are.
Yeah.
But I think we've been like, oh yeah, no. They obviously on the first call, anyone can sell themselves well. So, oh yeah, let's work with him. But I think now we realise.
I mean, even when we started working together, right? Like, we probably had like 5 or 6 calls before I think we did it, and going back and forth for the contract. Like, you know, it wasn't like just like, oh, let's start working.
No, that's what I think.
I mean, we've been doing a test project with each other, right, before we started. Do you know what I mean?
No, I think that's what.
You got to do those things.
It needs to be that case, because we, like, for example, you guys, you had I think you were on the call with. Was you on the first call?
Yeah, all 3 of us. Yeah,
and then you came back and you were like, these guys are fucking sick, basically.
Yeah,
I've
got a habit for like I'm getting better at it, but I do get sold. Like, as in, if I like a character, if I like that's what I like you. It's like I do get sold by them, and then sometimes it's like takes, for example, Mikey, who wasn't in the call, to be like, right, I know that you think that they're great lads, but hold on a second. Let's just pull out a sec. Like, come out of that little bubble. Like, we had a great call, but like, for all I know, you could have been like murderers or something. You know what I mean?
I mean, we might still be.
Might still be. And it's like,
this is how they get cancelled, guys.
No, you know what I mean? It's
podcast of a murderer.
And I like to trust the person that's talking to me, but I've quite quickly realised that. Obviously not with you guys, but with some people that's not so much the case. And
it's such a shame though, isn't it, that you've had to like learn this lesson from, like, you know, things going wrong. But like, it's going to happen to every creator, really, isn't it? Ultimately, like, it's not going to be like a linear journey upwards, is it?
No, and
I'm sure your journey hasn't been linear too.
No. It's. I think our best part where we were performing, probably like most consistent and like sort of going up and up and up. I don't even think we realised it was happening at that time. Yeah. Like, just getting brand deals all the time, like, and just like, and then you almost don't even know. You think that's normal, and then suddenly, when maybe it goes a little bit more quiet, you're like, why is it going quiet?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
And has your relationship been okay throughout?
No.
I think no. Yes.
I'll let you start, because I think there's been more issues on your side.
Yes and no.
So Chaz is the one with the issues.
No.
I think we're actually very different in terms of, like, I think our beliefs and everything in terms of it, but we're also very similar in certain things, certain aspects. Obviously, we're brothers. I think there's the point we've got to.
Hold on, can we just go back? We are brothers, by the way, not lovers, not partners. Like, we've had so many people be like, so many people have been like, oh, I didn't even realise you're brothers. Like, we are like 5-6 years in. Like, we are brothers. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Sorry.
What's the age difference between you two?
He's 2.5 years older.
Wow.
Why was that such an
No, I was just shocked because something fell over there.
I thought I heard something. Yeah.
Where was I?
I don't know.
Relationship.
Yeah. So we obviously very much similar, very much different in a lot of ways. But because we were brothers and we're working together and we were living together, so we were basically, everything was going on. And I think when we had a disagreement, probably more on my side, we probably took that disagreement and then added personal stuff into it. Just because you're just getting angry. You're like, oh no, come on. And then you start doing this, and then it gets even more.
It's like you left like the cereal out the other day, like, you know.
Yeah, basically, But like, you start arguing, and then you start having a massive argument, and then it just starts that it just gets even more and more
snowballs.
Yeah, basically, and we're learning now. I think the last week or two, generally,
it's true.
No, the last week we've actually gone, okay, we're gonna have roles now in the business. We were always overlapping, and I think that's where we were arguing, because we were overlapping. Like, no, I think this. Who decides? So now we've got roles, basically, because I honestly think you guys, we saw how you worked, and we're like, oh, okay.
Me and Adam.
Yeah. I was like, okay, they've actually got roles that they actually let each other do their things, and just seeing it from another perspective, being like, oh, okay,
blue job, pink jobs.
Exactly. It works.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. I think with our relationship though, I think we made the decision of, like, because we bought a house together. Like,
really? Right.
We from
Lovers.
doing what we're doing. Well, yeah, might as well have been.
Brothers.
No, but literally, like, we bought a house together from doing what we're doing, because we thought we used to film in my mum's garden. That's like everyone calls it, like, our fans call it the iconic garden. Like, as soon as we stopped filming there, they were like, we want the iconic garden back. It's like, Jesus, all right. But anyway, so we moved out together, thinking, okay, we'll film in the garden together, and we've never filmed really in the garden once. And so we didn't need to move out together. But at that point, it just, in our head, everything made sense, like just doing it all together. But looking back, like, it's probably one of the worst decisions we ever made.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Because it was just like, we were together more than a married couple, because at least a married couple, they go to work separately. Like,
and you're literally
we were
going to
going
the same thing.
going to the same place, finishing off work. Unless I was out or he was out, like, you're still in the same house, and people might be like, oh yeah, but you're in different rooms doing different things, but it's still like in your same vicinity, and like even seeing each other in the kitchen. I think there's times where we didn't even want to, like, he'd come down and he wouldn't want to speak to me, not because I've done anything wrong or he's done anything wrong. It's just you've been with me for the last week.
You just want to get a bowl of cereal and go.
But then also you've then got to go and film content with each other, and be friendly with each other, and like be comedic with each other as well, right? Which is like hard when you're like, you don't like each other.
To be fair, there probably is a point. Like we've actually, it's funny enough, we actually not sure we'd be friends if we weren't brothers. That makes sense.
Really?
Yeah. We're very, very different. Like, we're happy to be like be vulnerable and talk about all this. Like, we're very, very different characters. I'm a bit more energetic, like crazy, loud, in your face, and he's basically the opposite. And that does cross paths a lot.
Yeah.
We're both, but the problem we have as well is we're both so stubborn.
Yeah.
And we both think we're right, but in like a really different way. So like, people always think that I'm like the one that's more stubborn because I'm the louder one, but actually he's stubborn as fuck as well. Like, but he just shows it in a different way. So we just crossed over loads, and I think I moved out about a month and a half ago. Yeah. And to be fair, I think our relationship's probably improved already.
Absolutely.
We get on better.
Took us 4 years
to figure that out.
This.
Has it ever got to the point where you've like completely just considered quitting, throwing it in the bin, starting afresh?
Yeah, absolutely.
But not for me, for him.
I have many times, just because I'm like,
why?
I think I love this completely. Like, I don't want to stop it. Like, there's been points where you're just like, everything's stressful, things aren't going well. It may be on the admin side, brand deal side, wherever it is. Like, and you just think, oh, how long can I do this for? Like, because you had the ups and downs. You think, okay, where are we going next with it? Because when you get in a low point, you look at all the negatives. You think, oh god. But like, I don't want to. When I'm in my, even at the midpoint or high, I'm like, no, this is what we're doing. But it's just hard.
I think what we're really good at is actually like, once we've had the argument, we're really good at resolving it very quickly. Like, so we'll have like a massive fallout, like screaming and shouting at each other, whatever. Like, you're
literally screaming at each other.
Yeah.
Well, mate,
really?
Yeah. Like we'd have like shout offs almost, like, and it would be like proper intense.
Shout off.
Because we wouldn't.
And you want to see this?
Yeah, no, and it'd literally be intense. But we're really good at just
Big Brother house around the
literally.
And
then we're really good at resolving it quite quickly. Like, it's not one of those things that like, oh, I'm not going to speak to him for a few days. Like, it's resolved within the next hour, sort of thing. And it's just like, and it's almost like, oh yeah, shit, we are brothers. Like, we probably should be getting along.
I mean, I would say the recent one we had was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that was.
What was that over?
I thought it's like getting better 2 weeks ago.
No, exactly. But what was it?
I don't know what it was about. We were filming a sketch, and I was probably getting more angry, just moody, whatever it is. And I think we had a massive argument, and then that was when the roles were like, we have to just stop overlapping because it's getting to this point. And even though we argue, when we get to that point afterwards, it actually it's like a spark.
It always creates like a form of improvement for the next month or two as well.
But
that sounds weird.
It shouldn't get to that point.
It really shouldn't get to that point. But like, you argue, you have this massive fallout, and then sometimes it brings you back around to, okay, well, what do we actually need to do? And then once you start doing that, you improve for like a bit of time.
That's good.
I think if it's any advice to people out there, it's just like, just communicate as much as you can, because I think like literally, like, sometimes I think we didn't maybe communicate as much as possible, and I think we sort of just go to the point. We almost forget it's business.
Yeah.
So like, because we're brothers, you talk to each other like your brothers. So whereas I think you actually kind of need to treat each other like business partners.
Okay.
And then if you start doing it like that, and not just like firing back as soon as he sends a message or something, like treat it like, actually, hold on, how am I going to look at this from a business side rather than he's my brother who said that. For example, when we make a video, I'll send it to him for feedback. He'll send it to me for feedback. And I think we used to take each other's feedback quite personally. He'd be like, oh, change this, do that. Yeah. It's like, fuck you. Like, I've just spent
like my script.
I've just spent like 10 hours doing that, whatever. And it's like, fuck you. You've just come at me and basically told me. And we took it so personally. Whereas now we're like, he's doing, like, we were always doing it in the same way, as in like, we always did whatever we did to improve AugeyBoyz. Yeah. But it just didn't feel like that, did it? No. Whereas now we've both realised, like, if I'm giving you feedback or you're giving me feedback, it's for the benefit of the video.
Both of you as well.
Yeah, and for both of us. And we just have to take our egos away, really, didn't we?
No. I think I was worse at that. I was like criticism,
Really?
me taking criticism from Chaz, especially. I'm not.
Mate.
Really?
I'm trying, but I was not good at it. And I think recently.
He's getting better.
I think recently he like gave me feedback, and I said to him, I texted him like, I've just read your feedback. I'm going to take a bit of some time to myself, and then I'll reply later. So yeah, and it worked though because
But you're making so many videos though.
mate. And the thing is as well, because you're having to get them out so quickly as well.
Yeah.
So like we were doing a lot of videos that are like something's happened on the Saturday, we need to get it out by
Yeah,
I
it
don't know,
needs to
the
be reactive,
Tuesday.
right? Yeah.
So it's like let's get it out, and it's like I'm like thinking, okay, I'm done by 4 o'clock. We usually post at 5. Let me quickly send it to him, hoping he comes back with like, yeah, sick video, bro. And he's like, so the music here doesn't feel right. And I'm like, fuck yourself. and then
That's
suddenly you look at
crazy.
it and you sort of take a breath and you go, oh, actually, we could just post tomorrow, and I could just look at your feedback, and then you go, oh, thank God I did, because it's now a better video.
Yeah. You could also go back to working at Greg's, Mikey.
No.
No.
Didn't like it?
Wasn't for me. Anyone working there?
Working at Greg's.
Yeah, I do.
I
you know
earned
what-
enough to get a car, right?
No, but you know what you did do to you did to me the other day when I went. Do you remember? It was recently. We went into Greg's and he was like, I was waiting for like a sausage roll or something. I can't remember. And he was like, oh, it would take like 2-3 minutes. I used to work, and I was like, oh, you need
Get discount.
Yeah,
Yeah.
With, like,
I know the guy behind the bar, mate. I know the bouncer, mate. Yeah.
I know Greg.
Is he actually called Greg?
I don't know.
Oh.
It must be after a guy
It's
called
gotta be.
Greg,
It's gotta
surely.
be.
It's gotta
Silly
be.
name
Surely.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Sorry, Greg.
I mean, why would you call your business after your name?
No,
Do you know what I mean?
it wasn't just.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's
I feel
Greg.
the penny drop now.
It's multiple Gregs.
Yeah, all right.
It can't have just been one guy. Greg's.
No, it's Greg's place.
Oh no, it's Greg's.
Yeah, because it's got the apostrophe.
Sorry. Yeah. Where are we going with the podcast, man?
Next question.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Do you ever fear being cancelled?
Ooh.
I think you have to in a way, especially with how soft the world is. Like some people are.
Sorry, who's soft?
Mate, loads of people.
A lot of people are. So
They are.
They really
But
are.
in comedy though, the reason why I ask is you guys are comedians. I think I call you comedians. Yeah. The comedy world has so much scrutiny, right? And you see like people like Ricky Gervais who talks about it a lot, and Jimmy Carr, and like this almost gone past this point where we went into this very like woke era, but now I feel like we're sort of coming out of it again.
Yeah.
And like you can say things again now. You can be a bit more brash. You can be a bit more out there because there's certain type of comedy for certain type of people, right?
Yeah.
Not everyone loves Ricky Gervais. I actually love him because he's always over the line, and I love over the line comedy. But like, you could get cancelled for that sort of stuff.
I think we to be fair, when we've made videos like had jokes in that were kind of like pushing the line, we'd always like double check them with each other first, didn't we? Like does this work? Do you think that's okay? And you go or whatever, and then we generally would send them to like our agency or whatever. Okay. So we were quite switched on with like, oh, okay, this and that. But it's like, I know there is ways of doing it as well. And also I'm like, people have got to remember, like, literally in our channel bio, it's like, these are comedy videos. Like, if you take this personally, like, that's a massive problem.
If you don't like it, just swipe.
Like,
you've not had any footballers like reach out and be like, oh, you have.
No. Well, I know footballers watch us, and I know they like know what we do, and I don't think some of them like it, but I think the ones with egos don't like it, and the ones without egos think we're hilarious.
Yeah, the ones who just don't care. Like,
yeah,
it's
they're just like,
a joke,
they're funny. They're funny boys, but like some of them, I think would. Yeah, I nearly said
you
a name
think
there.
or you know.
I know. I know for sure. Well, I've been told by a ex-professional footballer who's retired now.
Yeah.
That was a Premier League level, that footballers see us and watch us.
Yeah.
And he was like,
you can't not 3.5 billion views. You know what I mean?
No, but,
one of them has to be a footballer.
Yeah. But he was like,
none of them are footballers.
He was like, I love you boys, but he's a very like just chilled, relaxed, funny guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, but I know that some of these people watching will not like you boys.
Okay.
But for example, like Jack Grealish is publicly out there. He's reacted to one of our videos before, and it got like 20 million views, and he's smiling, laughing. So like he obviously doesn't really care.
I mean, he cuts holes in his socks. Do you know what I mean? Like, can't take himself that seriously when you've got holes in your socks.
And he had that Barnet for a fair few years, so like you can't be too serious.
Imagine having an interest in Barnet like that. Don't talk about I'm wearing a hat. So
Yeah. What's he hiding under there? Is it dodgy
I'm not
hairline or
hiding.
something?
No.
Something
Just had my
else?
hair done actually. Thank you very
okay.
much. Yeah. Not hiding anything under this hat.
Okay, fine. We'll move on again. Let's move on again. But no, just quickly, actually, going on to like the what sort of the feedback or the criticism or getting cancelled, whatever you want to call it as well. Like, so many people are so quick to just like jump on you for anything, and it's just like,
Yeah.
But also, I look at it from as well, like, why do we even listen to the people that aren't being brave as well and putting something out there?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they're so easy just behind their phone to be like, oh, okay, let's write a message, like, you can't make that joke, whatever.
I don't get why people do it.
But they're not even being brave themselves. Like, if they're doing something brave with their life, like, we're being brave enough to put ourselves online anyway every single day or whatever.
Sure.
And go out there and try and, like, make people laugh. That's our job technically is to make people laugh or whatever. So we're trying to do that. And then you think you respectfully, who's not being brave with your life, who's sitting there just doing nothing or whatever,
Unless it's Jack Grealish.
Well, other than Jack, yeah. But no, but do you know what I mean? Is like, I'm not disrespecting anyone that's doing like a job, but like if you're not being brave with your life or trying to be and put yourself out there in some sort of way, it doesn't have to be social media, it could be anything. But then, like, why are we even listening to your advice anyway? Because at least we're being courageous enough to like put ourselves out there.
Yeah, it's embarrassment is the cost of entry, right? And people for some reason just want to just make people feel embarrassed when all they're trying to do is just make a living for themselves, just trying to make a lifestyle for yourselves, right?
But at the end of the day, like, if we didn't do it, we wouldn't be doing it full time. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't. I always say that for people to do it, you've got to just do it. And like I say, if you're not being brave with your life, why should I listen to you? To be honest,
has there ever been any type of comment or email or something which has actually like genuinely got to you? Like, because we're all human. We're all humans. Though.
Honestly,
there's not been anything.
No, honestly, I think.
Not what I wrote on your video last night.
No, I love that one. Yeah. No, honestly, towards the start, like
Ginger.
Yeah. Oh, take that. No, honestly, at the start, like we, I think you were a bit worse at like seeing stuff. Honestly, like now, if a notification comes in, like I have notifications on Instagram on, so like I see when people comment. Honestly, if it's a hate comment, I love it. I love how creative they are. I love the more creative ones. I'm like, that is good. And it just
that's clever.
It just makes me giggle.
I think sometimes as well, it kind of gives you inspiration for stuff and ideas. I think like a hate comment can be funny.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, if you're gonna like put a negative comment on my video, at least try and be clever with it. Do you know what I mean? So, no, but what I mean is like, it's like just being like
intelligent roasting. Yeah.
No, but like, for example, people would just be like cringe or shit, and it's like, cool, okay, wicked. Like, if you actually give me an interesting insult, like for example, like your hair looks like some terrible Sonic Hedgehog, or I don't know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. And it's like, at least you're trying to be funny. And also with comedy, like our job is also we kind of take the mick out of a lot of people. So if like people going to take the mick out of us back, it's kind of all fair and love and war, isn't it?
There was a comment recently. It was like, it's like the typical like, like this if you think this is shit or something. And I just replied to it being like, guys, like this. I was like,
I like the video. I like it too, mate. Like,
It's like, you just join in with them.
But I think that's the thing with comedy as well. Like,
that's your role now, is it? Replying to haters, yeah.
Do you know what I think
Not your role, Chaz. Don't do that role. That's his role.
I'm sorry. Yeah, the roles are the roles.
No overlapping.
I think the problem is as well with football fans. We're sort of finding out with golf is different. I think, but with football fans, everyone's so protective of their team.
Yeah.
And it's like they would like call us like bias and like all sorts. Like
even though you take the mick out of every single team.
Well, this is what I mean. And I'm publicly a Man United fan. You're publicly a Chelsea fan. People know this, right? Yeah. We make videos on Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool. I've probably made more videos on Man United than anyone, haven't I? And you used to tell me off. You were like, don't do videos on Man United. Like, we've done so many. Yeah. So then they're like, oh, this guy's clearly a Man United fan or clearly an Arsenal fan. I'm like, well, no, it's public knowledge I am. But it's like, also, people just like, if you say one bad thing about them, especially Messi and Ronaldo, poor mate, their fans just like... Yeah, if you disrespect like Ronaldo or whatever, they're Ronaldo fanboys. I mean, it gets your views, but they're like, what? How can you say that?
What would you say to someone who like wants to be like you guys, wants to start creating content, comedy content? Because like, it's just, I always feel I'm always sort of fascinated with this, like the start of actually doing it, because suddenly you're just a normal geezer, just posting like pictures of your dog or whatever. And the next thing you know, you're doing this skit on Instagram, like taking the mick out of comedians. Everyone's like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I'd honestly like, if you want to start, I'd just say start doing it. I don't know. I said this to Chaz last year. I was like, don't think. Just start doing it.
Yeah.
Stop thinking about what's going to come. I said like, you'll find your niche by trying.
Yeah.
So just try.
Try.
And then I think we're a prime example. We found the niche of football by trying, and then we found our niche style. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but the style niche of what we do by just keep doing it and then going, because we're known for our, let's say, labels now.
Yeah.
Like we just last year's labels were not as good as this. Like we
Like,
just get better and better.
For context, our characters have above their head, you know, they have like Ronaldo or
Yeah.
Stokely or whatever above their head. And people know, like, if that comes up on their screen now, it's known that's probably the OugeyBoyz. People have tried to copy us and they fucking failed
Exactly. So that's our like niche style. And I say, if you're gonna do that, just you'll find that eventually. Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
You don't know what's gonna come. We didn't know we were gonna be here 4 years ago.
I'd honestly say like the biggest jump, like because like I've had so many conversations with people like you know at the start as well when you start doing it, you know, people like they are talking behind your back. Like I'm not gonna lie, like they are. Like I've heard.
Do you think they still are?
Probably.
Yeah.
But again,
who cares, though?
cool.
Yeah.
You're like
wicked.
rolling in it now, like turned up to the studio in a Rolls Royce today. You know, they left their rollies outside because they want to be humble.
That's just so not true. Like, no, but what I'm saying is like people like they say all this. I've just lost my mode of my transport lane there. Where am I going?
People taking the mick out of you, talking behind your back. Yeah. When you're on the come up.
But then when you've got it to a certain point, right, where you're like, just say for example, the point of success is 100,000 followers, yeah. Then suddenly, I mean, you go down the pub with your mates or something, and you see someone from school you haven't seen in like 5-10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing sick, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay. So
like,
suddenly it like changes, right?
Yeah, and it's like there's like a flip, and it's like, but I wouldn't have been doing sick if I didn't just try. So like, I'd literally like the first thing is just being brave. Like, like it sounds so obvious, but like just do it.
Yeah.
Like if we didn't just do it, it wouldn't be where it is. And it's like that feeling of like people are like, oh, you're gonna get embarrassed, and it's like but it's like with learning any new skill. It's almost like learning to be happy with like putting yourself out there is a skill.
Yeah.
Like we don't anymore. Like I don't know about you. I don't even think about what's been put out there now. If there's a video of me running around doing something ridiculously stupid or whatever, it was like, I don't care that it's out there. But at the start, I remember I once deleted a video. I was like, Mike, can I delete this? Because my hair looks terrible in now. Whereas now, mate, it's like, who
now
cares?
it's terrible all the time.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, exactly. And also, I'd just say as well, just like trust yourself.
Yeah.
Because like, if you've got an idea, even if your family, your brother, your mum, your dog, whatever, don't agree with it, like you've got an idea, and if you believe in yourself and you're confident enough and your like standards, you think you can do it to a good level of quality, like there's going to be an audience out there for you.
Yeah.
Because like if me and Mikey would have said to someone like, okay, this is what we're going to do before we did it.
Yeah.
People would have been like, what are you on about?
And we didn't know what we were going to do. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, people think you have maybe like a kind of idea of what you're going to do, like what you want to start doing content in this niche, but we didn't know.
You
just start doing.
Do you think you
out.
know now? Do you think you found it now?
No.
Like the momentum momentum just goes on from here, right? And you've got to just keep going and keep going and keep going.
Yeah,
do you think it will evolve? Do you think it will change?
I hope it evolves, and that's what we're trying to do.
I think it is evolving.
It is, it's evolving, but I think we use that momentum in the right way, because you can take. I think people, especially if they want to do content creation, they got to be, what's the word? Is it risk averse? Like you don't. No, the opposite. You have to take risks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't be risk averse when you're creating. Just be any video might flop, might not. So just go for it.
You got to create the culture of vulnerability, which is what I think I struggled to do. As in be vulnerable enough to take that risk and do it. And I think he's pushed me to be able to do that more. Like you've got to be like create that vulnerable culture and be like that could fail. That might literally fail.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
If it fails. Wicked. But like, one of our most successful videos ever is Pickford teaches his son how to play football. And I think it got like 16 million views on TikTok alone.
Right.
And it got loads of views elsewhere. And it was like, I remember walking into your bedroom at mum's house and being like, Mikey, I'm not sure about this video. I don't think it's going to do anything.
Wow.
And like,
there you go.
and then we posted it, and next thing you know, it's like, it's gone super viral. And it's like, you just
got to post.
Just
keep posting, keep consistent, and see what.
Mate, the thing is, I always say, if just trust the process as well. Like believe in yourself. Like have almost a delusional level of confidence. If you look at most successful people, and I'm not saying we're successful, I think there's so much more to come from us, but they all have some stupid deluded level of confidence.
Yeah.
But if they don't have
a dream or a vision or something, which sounds mental to most people, right?
Yeah, but it is.
Yeah.
And it's mental to them.
Yeah.
But also, if they don't get all the way there, they've probably got more than we're all going to get anyway.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing that separates you from the other person, though, is that delusional belief of.
I think he had that.
Oh, mate,
for AugeyBoyz, I think he had
still
that.
got it.
I won't lose it. I won't ever lose it.
He said early doors.
Fire in your belly,
he said early doors that this will work, and you just keep going.
I just believed in it, mate.
Yeah.
You got to just believe in yourself at everything you're doing. And we joke around with like golf content and stuff that I'm gonna do it. But like, for example, at that golf thing, like I fully believed I would get that hole in one that we did. I won't say whether I did or didn't do it, but I fully believed that I was gonna do it. You have
watch
to have
that
this.
video. It is
make sure you watch that video right? As soon as it comes out. AugeyBoyz golf, all right? Make sure you watch it. Shameless plug.
Do you think anyone could be a content creator then?
No. Yes, but no.
Yeah, but no, but it's not Little
Yes,
Britain,
but
mate.
no.
Elaborate. What do you mean? Yes, but no.
As
Yeah.
in, like, there's like you could. I mean, you could do content on anything, couldn't you? There's no like rules, but like it's whether people like some people just don't have that characteristics. Like some people.
What do you need? What's like the perfect recipe to be a content creator?
I think what we've
successful one anyway.
I think
Not
delusion.
sure.
Delusion.
I reckon that's a big
because
one.
you think you're going to be this great person. You want to be this great, like, or
Yeah.
a million followers. That you believe that, and everyone else around you doesn't. You have to be deluded into do it, and I think that's what you were, and that's why we're there.
Yeah, I'll take it. No,
It's all him, yeah.
it's not.
At the start,
No, at the start,
Stroke the
at the start,
ego.
at the start, I had to be like, come out and film. Like he was
Right,
like,
okay.
I don't want to. I don't
Okay.
want to. I was like, just trust me. I could see something with it, and I was like, just trust me. This is gonna work. Like I don't know what I saw in it, or whatever. I just had this deluded level of belief, and I was just like, it's gonna work.
Good for you.
And fair and like I say, I personally
you now.
don't. No, but I don't think it's a look at me now sort of thing. Like I don't see it as like obviously I see it as a success in a way, but I'm like there's so much more to come. And I know that sounds so cliche and probably cringe, but I just see it as way more. And then, but that's kind of like, but that's why
good.
we now work with you guys. Like, it's like, right, we want to work with a production team. Who can we reach out to? Let's look. Okay, I mean, you know how I found you guys? ChatGPT. You were like one of the top.
Wow.
Optimization there.
Good
Yeah.
marketing, eh?
Good marketing. Aren't you the head of
What do
marketing?
you mean one of the top?
Well, I can't remember exactly. There was like five. There was like five people, and I
I've
reached out.
stroked your ego enough. Come on.
But here's a good point for people to believe. And talking about like me messaging that guy over and over again earlier in the podcast. So you guys messaged me 3, 4, 5 times after I emailed you.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
you
like
ignored me.
Yeah, no, I did. I didn't mean to. I was
Yes.
just. I
alright,
ignored
we're
them,
here
but they were like, and I could have taken that. You could have taken that multiple ways. Are they just desperate for work? Do they need this or whatever? Like, is it something they want to do? But I just look at the positives, and then when I actually met them on the call, I was like, oh no, these guys are good. Well, hopefully they're good. Video coming out end of January, right? Yeah.
And handsome. You're forgetting that adjective there.
But as you can tell, I feel like I talk a lot. But anyway, yeah.
It's a podcast. There you go.
It's a podcast. You're meant to
There's
talk.
the point of
it's
it,
all
yeah.
good. It's all good. What I've always been really curious about is with creators is where their money comes from. And I think it's a lot of creators like always just like try and keep this behind like cloaks and daggers and, you know, try and keep it behind closed doors or whatever. Like most people would think that, you know, YouTube pays you probably the most money. But I've personally seen a lot of creators where it's not AdSense, whether it's YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or whatever. Like if you could like, if there's like a pie chart in front of you right now
Yeah.
and you could like split where the money comes from.
Yeah.
Can you tell us? You don't have to tell us exact figures.
I mean,
I know the Rolls Royce is
I'll let you-
outside,
you're-
which
he
gives
is-
a lot
he
away.
is the finance role. I'll let him.
This is your role.
yeah.
So you're
I'll
the
pipe in if I
finance
need
role.
to.
Yeah,
You
no.
reply to comments. We've got that
Yeah.
so far. What's your role?
I'm the Gary Barlow, it's the creative. No, I'm the Gary
He
Barlow.
does say
No,
this
mate,
a lot.
I'm the
He
Gary
does say
Barlow.
this.
Honestly, like I'm the creative. Like, give me an idea, and I'll pull an idea out my arse.
Do you edit as well?
We both edit, to be fair, but yeah.
Ooh, it's a shared role.
But
Do
now, yeah.
you both edit the same video?
Not so much anymore.
The new roles, he edits and I polish. Yeah. That's what it's going to be.
You edit and you polish.
That's what we're going to go
It's
for.
kind of like
I
that.
like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay.
But yeah, so I think firstly, I think people like what's the word? They think we make way more than we do, I think. Especially short form creators.
I think we make more money than we do. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah. Oh,
absolutely.
yeah. They
Yeah.
think we're like.
Yeah.
I think our net worth on Google is like millionaires or something.
No way.
it?
Mate,
Wow.
what?
Why are you
Where's
checking
that
that
money
as well?
gone, bro?
He's definitely Googled himself. Yeah.
No, there was a
Every
reason.
day
No, I'm
you
not
Google
that
yourself.
arrogant. There was a reason. I actually promised.
When was the
Like,
last time you Googled yourself?
But age, I've done it once, I think.
Net worth.
I don't
Net worth.
believe
No, I
that.
actually swear. Like I can't remember why I did it.
No, I don't know.
No,
Why?
but there was like a. I think it just kind of a conversation. I was like, oh, I actually wonder. I think it was because we were having struggles financially, and I was like, I wonder what we actually are like worth, or maybe it was
But
because
to sell yourself, right?
Yeah. No, I think someone's
Yeah,
actually
look.
said. Someone's actually said like, oh, what would you sell AugeyBoyz for?
Okay.
And then I've gone, oh, good
How
question.
would you sell it though?
I don't know. I guess you sell you still work for it, but I guess you
Okay.
sell the.
Yeah,
I don't know.
a
I
bit
don't
investment.
They
know.
run the platform. I guess they
Oh,
have
you're
the
making an
followers.
offer?
Yeah.
Or?
No,
No, thanks.
can't afford you, mate.
No, yeah, it's true. But what I've just told you, what
Yeah,
were we
no,
talking
so
about?
I was
Oh, the
saying that
finance, yeah,
people
yeah.
think we earn more than we do.
Yeah.
But
100%.
for short form creators especially, we are short form creators, I'd say right now. We don't want to
At
be
the
in the
moment.
future. At the moment, yeah. Right now, you make most of our money is brand deals. Absolutely. Pie chart wise,
It
I'd
would be
say,
what, 75?
I was going to say 75
75%
plus.
brand deals.
Yeah. So when brand deals don't come in, you think, oh, God, like, come on.
And they're just coming in like sporadically. Like there's no like.
Mate.
so hard. That's why
Are they like structured as like retainers, or are they like one-offs? Like
it depends. Like that's the thing. You want it to be a retainer,
Right,
and
okay.
like that's why you try and work with them. Okay, long term, we've got this deal now,
Okay.
but what can we do next year with them? But
Got it.
it's most of the time it's just sporadic. Like honestly, let's say this year, like January to March, nothing. May, April, like loads.
Really?
You just don't
so
know.
January to March, like just.
This.
No,
just
that's
as
an
an
example.
example.
Oh,
An
right,
example,
okay.
but like
that could be like that.
it could be like that, and you
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
oh my god, okay, how do you plan for that? Like, okay,
It's hard.
that's the
isn't
thing.
it?
And then,
Yeah.
don't.
so you have to
Save
kind
money
of
and hope for the best.
exactly. But
Yeah.
so if that's 75% of your stuff, you have to like utilize that money well, and then the short. Obviously, YouTube pay you money per 1,000 views for shorts, but it's much
Yeah, of course.
the RPM
It's
or
not.
whatever.
It's nowhere near
it's
what
like
long form is.
it's
No.
like 10 cents or 10p, whatever it is
It's
per 1,000.
terrible.
It's nothing.
So it's 10p per 1,000 views.
Yeah.
It's for short form RPM, whatever you call it. It's terrible for shorts.
Wow.
On
Same.
YouTube. Like, don't get me wrong. It's still grateful that they've been paying money for
Yeah.
it, but for the amount of money that I guarantee that they're making on ads, the creators will probably make more.
And-
like we've had what? I think it's 1.5 billion views on YouTube.
Yeah.
And if you compared that to how much earnings we've actually made on YouTube on the shorts, like it wouldn't be a fair
it's tiny.
comparison.
And the
that's
amount of
not me
time
digging
you put
YouTube.
into it, the production value, amount of edit time you've edited it all.
That's what I was just about to say.
crazy.
We, as short form creators, we spend a lot of time on just one minute video, and I think people forget about that.
Yeah.
Say we sometimes spend 2-3 days on
It can
one.
take a long time to edit and
Exactly.
script.
I think I worked it out
So-
one time. There was some videos with like 24 working hours. So like that's like how many working days? That's 3 working days. Yeah.
Yeah.
just for one video,
And
so you
then-
get 10p per video.
And for example,
but then that brings the following, which brings the community,
Yeah,
which
which
then
is
brings
brand
the-
awareness.
Yeah, of course.
but it's
yeah.
just like they forget, and if that's not sponsored, a lot
Or
of
if
them
that flops.
yeah, if that flops, and you get less money from
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
account, you think, oh, no, and then that's when you spiral. If nothing else is coming in, you go, oh god, what's going on? What do I do? Do I need to change? Do I not need to change? And that's why you got to just stay and believe in yourself the whole time. But that's
Delusion.
easy to, yeah, that's the delusion. Exactly, but that is what it is.
Mate, I am probably one of the most delusional people you'll meet, but I think that's probably
That's
what's
why you're
helped
here.
us as well.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry that, like, I know it sounds harsh way of saying it, do you ever worry that it's just going to fall off one day?
No.
Or do you just you have that delusional thought that you're just like, I'm never worried about that. I'd never think about the negatives. I'm always thinking about the future and the positives, and we're always just going to keep going upwards and onwards and upwards.
Do you mind if I take this one?
Yeah, firstly, I'll just say I do think about it.
Okay.
I think Chaz doesn't, but I shouldn't. I
Okay.
think.
I basically know, and again, this might even sound arrogant, and I truly don't mean it to be arrogant. Like, I just want to put this out there so people actually can understand and know the thought process. I truly think that even in like, I just know within myself that I will work so hard.
Yeah.
Like put someone next to me, I guarantee you I'll work harder than them. Or if I don't, I'll at least put all my effort in to try and work harder than them.
Yeah.
Because obviously I can't. There's no like proof that I mean I work harder than you. But if there was a competition here and you were like, do you never?
Are you competitive?
No, no, but like what I'm saying is like I've got that level of delusion or whatever or whatever belief in myself that if you said to me you worked harder than me, I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah.
And whether you could physically be working hard on me, there could be
Yeah.
proof. But I know in myself how hard I put
Yeah.
everything, and I would just do it. So I always look at, even in the hardest times, I always say to him, I'm like, mate, just keep your head down.
Yeah.
And he's almost sometimes like, yeah, but we got to bring some realism into it. And I'm like, yeah, that is obviously true. Like, if you've got to pay the mortgage, like, you've got to pay the mortgage.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm also like, just believe in yourself and just put your head down, because you keep doing what you think is right is all you can do.
Yeah.
If it ends up fucking and up working, then obviously you just cross that bridge when you're there. But yeah, I just believe that I'll just work so hard, and I think I've kind of ingrained that into him a little bit. And I think
Oh, yeah,
naturally he had it,
Yeah.
but he was a bit more like he had it, but also like if he could stop at 5 o'clock or whatever
Yeah.
and be like, yo, let's go play games with the boys, he will. And I'm not saying don't do that. Like, it's just a great way to like relax
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like
No, I used to be like that. Absolutely.
socialize. But like
Clock
he
off.
he would be like as soon as he could sign off, it would. Whereas I'd like
Yeah.
be like working.
Even
what
if
was
there's a sausage roll still in the oven, he's like, right,
Yeah,
time
exactly.
to go home.
Mate-
Let them burn, mate. Let them burn.
Mate, literally, yeah. I just think yes. I just don't really. I'm obviously scared of it. Like, it's petrifying. Knowing
Yeah,
that
but
it
you
could
don't
all
want that
go.
mindset though, because that mindset is almost like very tarnishing to like your belief and your vision.
not gonna
and
help,
everything
is
else.
it?
No, it doesn't help. And me and Adam always have a saying is like, control the controllables.
Yeah.
And like that, your thought process of like things which might happen or might not happen, like you can't control it. So
Yeah.
all you can do is what you can do and what you can control. And then ultimately, like, you know, success will come from that, right?
I think as well, if you're confident enough in what you're doing and you think and you back yourself to be smart enough to be making those right decisions, then at some point it's going to become successful, or
Yeah.
at least pay the bills or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I think, like I say, we've done that in the football short world now. we're at a point where we can still keep training, but now we're, like I say, we're trying to evolve and get it to whatever the next level is. But I think
what is the future?
You go on.
Yeah, well, future, as you know, we've got the golf, the long form golf. We're going to be launching a first video in January.
The plan is end of Jan,
end of Jan, long form golf. Then we obviously want to build that. We want to show our personalities on there, because I think building a community, sketches, we built a community of people who understand us and what we do as the sketches, but a proper community of people liking us for us. And then we want to expand to, like, you know, I've always wanted to do gaming, streaming, stuff like that. I've tried it every now and then, but we just never really fully focused. I just saw you wink at the camera.
Sorry.
Is that your friend over there?
No,
Your lover's sat in front of you, not over there.
Yeah,
mate.
sorry, I got bare ADHD there. Sorry.
But yeah, so we've got the golf, football. At the end, we want to be basically like we're the top, and we've got people making content for each, like, let's say sport, whatever that means, football, golf,
little different
football.
departments. And
Exactly,
all those
consultancy, gaming. Like, we want to just be like a big brand, and then selling clothes, merch for golf, everything. Like, there's a lot to it, but it's obviously taking the next step. Like, what's the next step?
I think a massive thing of our next step is that personality jump, and showing people like us two as characters are clearly very funny, because you get sort of portray that through your sketches.
Yeah, of course.
So you obviously, like, you've got to have sort of funny bone in you to be able to make a funny sketch, and it's like people haven't seen that from our personalities yet. Like, I'm always playing a character.
As in you
me,
as a
Charlie,
person.
as in Mikey. Like he's always playing a character. I'm always playing a character. Yes, there's written by us, but
yeah, of course.
like, if people actually see our character, and obviously you've seen it already with, like, the filming. Like, we are, like, quite funny people, like quite loud, energetic people, and although we're very different, the balance is actually quite good.
Yeah.
As in, like, that loud energy from me is matched by this brother who clearly has put up for it his whole life, and he's very good at being that guy. No, but an example of, like, yesterday we had the golf challenge with Stand Up to Cancer, and it's like, I'm this confident character that's going to get it, and I'm like I'm going to beat you to this, and he's almost just like, mate, just keep yapping.
If we had
who
two
cares?
Chads, oh my god.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much as one, mate. It's too much as one.
It's good. It's like the
And
balance.
if we had two as Mikey as well.
it wouldn't be. It wouldn't even be one of you.
No,
You can only have one ginger in a room at a time. Do you know what I mean?
We got wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, careful. You might
We've
get
known each
cancelled for
other
that. You
long
might get
enough,
cancelled for that, mate. Careful.
Cancelled already.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, boys, how do you want to be remembered?
Ooh.
Do you know what? I'll take it. You jump in. I just want to be remembered as like it's weird saying this probably because we're characters at the moment, but like as just like two genuinely kind, caring lads that like know how to entertain, but are generally just like good people with good morals and good principles, but also just funny as fuck. Because I'm not gonna lie, like that's what how we've made our like work so far. Like how we made things work is just being funny.
Yeah.
Like whether you find it funny is up to you. It's comedy's subjective.
Of course.
But it's worked so far for whatever audience that is. But at the same time, like I want to be known as like, yes, like you say, you're quieter character, but when people meet you, it's like he's actually a genuinely really nice bloke.
Yeah.
It's like I want people to know, say me, yes, I'm loud, energetic character, but sit me down in conversation. We're actually genuine people.
Yeah.
That just are also just normal blokes like who just decided to make some stupid videos.
I think that's it. Literally, just be remembered for us. Just all we're trying to do is make a funny video and make people smile. And if we succeed, that's what we want. And then just obviously build a brand as well. That's the business side of things. But to show people like, hey, we're just two brothers that started doing it. You can do it too. Just try.
I think also is like also just be remembered. Like I think it will come more and more with what we're doing in the future. Is just like the mental side of it all as well. Like the mental health side of it all as well. Like you can have a joke. Like a joke is still okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like obviously the world's, like I said, it can go quite soft, and it's like also be remembered for like these boys are genuinely funny lads, but they also don't mind making a joke, and also remembering that like jokes are okay to make as well. Do you know what I mean? Like let's have a laugh, let's have a giggle, and let's not all be so soft as well.
Let's not fight each other as well.
We never actually physically fighted, have we?
I think you should shake hands and kiss and make up.
Kiss.
No more arguments from
Kiss
today.
off camera.
No more arguments from today.
This is like a counselling session, I feel.
Is it not? I feel like some arguments are positive though.
Yeah.
That creates. I'm sure you and Adam have.
No, we're fine. Perfectly
There's
normal.
there's no chance.
We're perfect.
And
Adam
they're going
and
to
I.
be living together soon as well.
I know, yeah. Maybe that is going to be our downfall.
That I wouldn't invite. I'm not even lying. I wouldn't invite. Actually, no, you're friends though. You're not brothers, so it's different.
I think that is a bit different.
And
yeah.
Can you get away from each other?
Yeah, we try purposely to get away from each other.
There you go. See, they know.
He's like,
They've learned.
Yeah.
That's why you live now.
Off you go.
We are sleeping in the same bed room tonight in the hotel though, so.
Same
I like
bed?
how you
Same
said bed,
bed,
then room.
No, anyway, I think we need to end this episode now.
Okay, there's a good way to end, I think.
Thank you, boys. I
No,
appreciate
thank
your time.
No,
Thanks for having
thank
us,
you
man.
for having us,
Thank
mate.
you.
First podcast
That was
all
sick.
done.
Yeah.
So good.
Thank you.